And yes, I'm very aware that in animations like this, my webcam is super blurry. So my computer is a potato. So I can't real this best I got right here. So not much I can do about it. Well, it's one of my favorites. And it's also a good one for beginners too. I mean, it's I mean, you got all this area to play with, wide open real estate. So nothing's gonna bounce back down real quick or anything like that. And plus, the table's fairly simple too. Take down the drop targets, followed by the 8 ball, preferably in that order. How hard I try. Yeah, let me. Yep. Um, if you're familiar with old, there's a, I know one I could definitely think of back in the 1980s called Granny and the Gators. Yeah, it tried to do everything. But it ended up failing at both. One of the Pac-Man games, I don't know the name. Tried to do that as well. It was both a pinball game and a Pac-Man game. Yeah, it was okay. That one, Baby Pac-Man. Okay, there was also a. I thought Baby Pac-Man was a full blown arcade game. Pac-Man Junior. That might be the one that I was thinking of. But yeah, it was the same thing. It tried to do things to it tried to do two things at once, but ended up failing at both. Yeah, and plus, at least in my mind, those the newer tables, they're not beginner friendly. I mean, way too much going on at once. And plus, I would also like to think that a lot of the younger kids that are just now getting into pinball, or maybe seeing pinball for the first time or whatever. I got a feeling they're gonna be overwhelmed by the new tables. You got the big old Titantron screen in the back, got all that video action going on. Then you got all the bright lights, all sorts of crazy shit going on. I mean, it's gonna be a lot for a new player. That's why this would be the first this would be the table I would want their first time being on. Something that's not going to overwhelm them right off the bat. The newer tables, with you hear lock the ball save activated. Especially if you saw me playing FX3. Ball save is lit. Shoot the ball up the left loophole, or get in the right saucer for a super duper multi ball. Long descriptions, that kind of thing. They're not going to know what those terms are. So they're probably going to start giving you a lot of these why is the sky blue type questions. What's a ball save? So that's why I say give them a table like this. You know, lets them dip their toes in gingerly, that kind of thing. So. And I actually have gotten a few comments or compliments over the years. Some people actually find tables like this to be very relaxing. Um, El Dorado was another table. You just, nice and quiet. Just you just hear the ball rolling. You just hear you just hear the bells are ringing, that kind of thing. Whoops. Oh, and this table here, first chance I get, yeah. This is the only table I can think of. For your first 3 balls, you're only gonna get up the targets are only worth 1,000 each. Your 4th ball, they're worth 2,000. For your last ball, 3,000. If you thought you were a real maverick at pinball, you could just go ahead and intentionally drain the first 3 balls and then playing like normal in the 4th and 5th ones. Not me. Almost. Oh, that took a bad roll. Whoop. I'll try to explain what happened there. One problem this table does have, and I'm guessing a lot of other classic tables as well, you see the rail here, you see the flipper, so there's this little bump right at the base of the flipper. If the ball hits the rail right here, it'll just ricochet off, straight down the flipper. So it can often take you by surprise. Nope. Got it. So, whenever you take down a whole bank of drop targets, one or both of these will be lit. Smack it, and it'll stand them back up. This is actually pretty rare. Usually this table's a quick 5 and out. Pussy plunge. Totally got that on accident. Oh, it resets both of them. I'm gonna just reset the whatever side you clean the drop targets out on. And I guess specials are extra balls on this table. Catch the ball. Don't think I can do a cross shot. Got it. I guess you can. Oh, slingshot took it. Oh, damn. Oh, a great way to start the session.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.